guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. My name is Sarah, also known as Laugh Lovely Angela, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I wrapped our Christmas gifts for the 2023 season. In an effort to save time and also not give any spoilers to my actual husband and son, I did pre-wrap everything. They do watch my videos sometimes, so I don't want them to see anything. So I really love the process of wrapping gifts, and I especially love adding the ribbon, adding the toppers, just making them that much more of a fun touch for the Christmas season. I keep scissors handy for Christmas morning because of how I tie things and whatnot. But I just really love adding in those special touches and just putting in a lot of effort when it comes to my gift wrapping. So I'm excited to share that with you guys, and let's get right into it. So for my wrapping paper, I did grab some new ones this year. I absolutely loved this plaid one from Hearth and Hand. It's this beautiful green color. They also made it in a dark green. I really wish I picked it up when I saw it, but everything is sold out now. So I apologize. I will link these just in case your store might have it, but no promises because it is late enough in the season now. I also grabbed the beautiful just striped one. This is nice and classic looking. And the last new one I picked up was actually just a roll of dark brown craft paper from Amazon. This one is a little bit tougher. For one, it is much shorter than your traditional wrapping paper length, but I have to use actual like packing tape, scotch tape. I don't remember. Regular tape does not work for this. It pops it right off, and it is very thick, which is kind of nice, but you have to manipulate it quite a bit. So I just really wanted to have a fun pop of color with the green and the dark brown. And then the last paper we have, this one is just a classic one that I love from Hobby Lobby. It is this craft paper with a snowflake pattern, and I think it is just so beautiful. So I'm excited to get into it. We have some different ribbon selections as well. I have dark brown, I have some reds, and then some of my fun toppers that I used last year I'm going to be reusing again. So we'll get right into the first one. So our first package today, I'm gonna grab this beautiful dark brown satin ribbon, and we're going to be doing the Christmas tree that I did last year. So the start of the ribbon actually already has this tape on it. I'm going to be cutting this off, but I'm going to use it to my advantage to give me a starting line to know where about I want it to go and create that middle seam. So we're going to grab some double-sided tape here, and we're going to just have this running the whole length. I'm trying to make sure I get this in the middle. Sorry if my head's in the way. So it's going to be going down the entire package here and on the back side of it. So we're going to scoot that out of the way, lay it flat, and press it down. And then we're just going to go back and forth, overlapping to create a very simple tree. And the great thing about this is you can pull it off and move it if you need to. This is such a fun way of sprucing up your gift wrapping while also keeping it super simple. It's a fun way of adding in a pop of color and just doing something different. And here is a very simple way of doing a beautiful ribbon tree. Now we're going to add some other ribbon around the side. This is that beautiful coffee velvet fringe ribbon that I used in my fall decorating. And I'm just going to repurpose it for this. on to the next one. We are doing a favorite of mine and yours from last year. We're going to be taking this little wreath that I have and going to be placing it on our gift. And so we're gonna just be taking some ribbon with double-sided tape and adhering it to the package. The wreath is older from the Target dollar spot. You can just use anything that you have on hand. And the ribbon I'm using is a 3/8 inch that I got in the fabric section at Hobby Lobby. Okay, so once you have everything on, you're going to very carefully flip your wreath over and place it right about where you actually want it on your gift. And you're going to very carefully lift it on its side and tie it all together. And for the finishing touch, I have this little bell. This is off of that bell pick from Hobby Lobby. And I'm going to take it because it has this wire on it and kind of loop it around the wreath as so. Cover it up with the greenery. And there you have it. All set. This next one's gonna be super fun. This is what we are going to start off with. This is one of the craft boxes from Hobby Lobby. Michael sells them as well. And we are going to make it a little gingerbread village that you can reuse year after year. This is such a simple way of customizing your gift wrapping. And I'm gonna share with you guys how we transform this one to look like this. So all you need for this is a craft box of your size. And then I grabbed some paint pens from Hobby Lobby. They sell the skinny ones in a pack of 2 and the larger one in a pack of 1. I found myself using the smaller ones more. So just keep that in mind. And then I like to be technical, so I have a ruler and a white pencil. That way I can sketch out what it is I want to do before I commit to using the paint pen, and I can make some adjustments if necessary. So you're just going to go ahead, have fun with it. I like to pop the top off. It can get in the way of the ruler, and just kind of change up the sizes of them. Again, just having some fun and giving a customized look. In case you haven't noticed already, I am obsessed with all things gingerbread. A couple of different retailers came out with a gingerbread house wrapping paper that was super fun, but the thought of using it and throwing it away, just there's something about it. So I thought that this was a really great idea to be able to reuse year after year. So I'm using the white pencil to pre-plan what I'm doing, making sure that my houses aren't the same size that are next to each other and such, and just going back over it with the white paint pen and adding in those extra details. And here is the finished look at how it turned out. You can just have so much fun with this. This is also a great idea to just give a blank box to your kid, let them decorate it. They're gonna have a blast and they're gonna make some really good memories with it too. So we're gonna finish it off with a bow. This ribbon came from Hobby Lobby. I was just going through everything that I already had on hand and just reusing everything I possibly could. Moving on to our next one, I really love the look of a layered ribbon. So we are going to have this burgundy one. This I got in the wedding section at Hobby Lobby, and I used this on my front door. And then I found this beautiful brown one that I already had. I don't know where this came from. I'm sure I was gifted something that had it. And we're going to put the bow on top of this. And I think it's just gonna create such a beautiful look. So for the burgundy ribbon, I'm just using some double-sided tape to adhere it to the back, so that way it's not going to move around on me, but is still easy enough to pull off unwrapping gifts. Then we're going to be adding in this gorgeous brown ribbon around the side. I love to layer different ribbons together. I think it just gives such an elevated look and is so budget friendly to do. And for the last touch, I'm going to be adding one of these juniper picks. Our next one here is that beautiful classic striped paper, and we're going to do that same two-tone effect, this time taking the satin brown with the velvet burgundy and giving it that really beautiful classic Christmas color, but in a different way. I use double-sided tape all the time with my gift wrapping. I don't use it when I'm actually wrapping with the paper, but I'll use it for my ribbon parts. That way it just gives it a more clean and finished look. But if you don't have that on hand, you could always use hot glue as well. Now moving to the next one. I used this ribbon last year. It's this chiffon that I got from Amazon, and I think it is so pretty. So I definitely knew I wanted to use it again. We're going to take that same red velvet ribbon and we're just going to do one little border stripe. Some of these mini ornaments left over from my decorating, so I'm actually just going to string them together and use them as a topper as well. This next one is another gingerbread box I made. I actually just got a photo like holder, I can't remember, photo storage like bin or whatever, but it's the perfect size for clothing. So keep that in mind. I found this at Hobby Lobby. I added that dark brown satin ribbon, and now we're going to add in this beautiful dark brown velvet to give that tone on tone effect. I hope you guys are enjoying today's video. If you are, be sure to give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below with which wrapping is your favorite. And of course, wishing you all a very Merry Christmas this year. Now for a topper, I have these bells that I spray painted from Hobby Lobby. We're just going to take some jute and tie them on. This next one is a little tiny. I covered it up because I don't want them to know. But we're going to try to attempt what I did last year, creating that pocket. I don't know how it's going to work because this is very thick paper. So to create the pocket, you're going to pull the sides down first, and it's going to create 2 folds on each side. You're going to fold one of them over on one side and then alternate to the other side. And so you'll have 4 folds over the front of your package total, and then take your excess and tuck it underneath it. This will definitely work out a lot better if you have thinner wrapping paper than this, but I was still able to make it work. I'm actually very surprised that ended up working out. It definitely was tough, and I know I skipped through that ridiculously fast. But this is a great way of having a smaller gift. You can put in gift cards, little different picks and such to dress it up. It's a super fun way of, again, just doing something different. And here is a finished look at how everything came together. I love this spin on the traditional green and red when it comes to Christmas wrapping. And I think that these little boxes turned out so fun. Each one is going to be so unique, and I just like trying something different, especially since I can reuse these year after year. I think that the tree and the wreath are still in my top 2 favorites that I repeated from last year, but I just really love how this all came together. So that is going to wrap up today's video, friends. I sure hope that you found it helpful and enjoyed seeing the process of how I wrap our gifts for the Christmas season. It is a more modern, fun spin on traditional Christmas colors, but we still have those pops of red and green coming through. I am going to be doing more of that green gift wrapping. I'm just waiting on a few last minute gifts to arrive, and I'm excited to finish it up. Again, thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel today, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.